Alright guys, well, welcome back to another killer video today, and oh boys, today a fun one, as today has been the release of the Pyramid Head, the Executioner in Dead by Daylight, and I am so excited for this killer because I love how Pyramid Head looks. He just looks so freaking cool, man. And this is going to be my first game today. I actually completely forgot that he came out today, so I didn't save up any blood points, but thankfully Behavior were kind enough to give everyone 50,000 blood points today, in case they got Pyramid Head without any blood points like I did, so they could get some perks on him at least. So let's quickly go over what Pyramid Head can do. So Pyramid Head's power is called the Rites of Judgment, and essentially what he can do is he can stab his sword down into the ground and create these trails of this weird, bloody, corrupt looking thing. And some people have called them trenches, some people just call them trails, whatever you want to call them. It doesn't really affect me too much. But while doing this, he is slowed down a little bit, so this isn't something you want to be constantly doing. But trailing him all over the map isn't really the worst thing in the world either. You essentially want to dig these trenches all over the map, because if a survivor ends up stepping in them, they become corrupted, and this is a new status effect for survivors. And in this corruption, what that means is the survivors, once they get down, you will have the option, instead of hooking them, to send them to I believe it's called the Cage of Atonement. Yeah. And what this does is it means that you can hook a survivor without having to hook them. Essentially, you basically just stab your sword down into the ground and teleport them to basically across the map from you. And while this does let survivors get an easy unhook onto them, these Cages of Atonement basically let you keep a chase going really effectively, kind of like how I like using Surge a lot. This is a similar idea where if you have a survivor that's corrupted and you know and you down them and you know there's someone else nearby, you can send them to or not corrupted, sorry, tormented. But if you down a survivor and you see someone else nearby, you can send them to the Cage of Atonement, and they will just automatically be they'll take a hook stage, and you'll be able to chase somebody right away instead of having to pick them up, take them to the hook. Now, I do want to mention, sending them to the Cage of Atonement doesn't actually activate any hook perks. So if you want to try and use Barbecue and Chili, Pop Goes the Weasel, Furtive Chase, that doesn't work at all. But at the same time, it doesn't work for Survivor's hook perks, like Deliverance, like Decisive Strike, Bar Time. These strong perks, excuse me, don't actually get affected by the Cages of Torment. Or Atonement. So essentially what you can do with these cages is you can avoid having to take Decisive Strike or Borrowed Time or whatever it may be, these strong perks for survivors that end up hurting you as a killer. And it basically just turns it completely around, lets you have the upper hand by being able to down whoever you want, whenever you want, as long as you can send into these Cages of Atonement. Now he does have a separate ability as well with his power. If you're digging these trenches through the ground, you can perform a basic attack, and essentially what this does is it creates a shockwave in front of you, and he just swings his sword up, and I'll show you for sure during the game because it looks freaking awesome. And it's a set movement. It actually slows your sensitivity down, I believe, and it's really hard to hit if if a survivor's just running out in the open. But whenever you have a survivor that's stuck in a set animation, whether that be unhooking, vaulting a pallet, dropping a pallet, what you can do is you can just send out this shockwave because it goes through walls, and it just lets you have a ranged attack with this killer, which just makes it so crazy. And that threat of the ranged attack is enough to make survivors start dodging left and right, kind of like when a huntress is holding her hatchet out. And what you can do is you can just dig your trench through the ground. They'll think you might want to go for your ranged attack, and when you get close enough, you can just cancel your trench and you can just hit them normally. It's so powerful to use, and I'll for sure be explaining that a little bit better once we get into the game. Now, the final part of his ability is the Final Judgment. Whenever a survivor is dead on hook, you can just do a little bit of a mini Mori and do a quick little animation, take him out of the game right there, right then. It takes no more than 3 seconds. And it's just a really fast and easy way to kill a survivor if they're down hook. Instead of having to go pick them up, take them to the hook, like we were saying, it really just does speed it up. Oh, I can just kill you outright. Yes, sir. Oh. From what I've seen, Pyramid Head is probably going to be one of the better killers without any ranged or without any mobility, and I'm definitely excited to see what he can do. Let's get right into his perks, though. First off, we have Deathbound. Whenever a survivor heals another survivor, at least 32 meters away from you, the survivor who's doing the healing action will scream for a moment, kind of like how Infectious Fright makes them scream, and they'll be activated. They'll have the perk activated on them for the next 60 seconds. The moment if they get away, 16 meters away from the survivor that they've healed, they'll have the oblivious status effect, meaning that they won't see where you are as the killer, or sorry, they won't hear your heartbeat as the killer, so they won't really know exactly where you are if they're 16 meters away from that survivor that they've just healed. Next up, we have Forced Penance. Any survivor who takes a protection hit for another survivor gets the broken status effect for 40 seconds, meaning they can't heal. So this essentially means if somebody takes a protection hit for 40 seconds, they are going to stay injured no matter what. Oopsie, that's the wrong button. And our last perk here, Trail of Torment. Whenever you kick a generator, you become undetectable for 16 seconds, and the generator lights up yellow for any survivors nearby. So essentially, what this does is it allows you to try and kick a generator and go somewhere else, sneak up on a survivor. But since they can't see what generator you just kicked, they can get a general idea of where you're coming from with this undetectable status effect, since they won't hear your heartbeat, but they'll still be able to look in the general direction that you're in. Between all of these perks, I personally think that Trail of Torment is the best one, but I don't really think it's particularly great. I think his perks aren't exactly what you're looking for. It's more of the killer itself, because the killer really is incredible. So anyways, let's get right into the video. Okay, first game as Pyramid Head. Now, unfortunately, we didn't get the new map right away, but it doesn't matter. It's still a pretty strong survivor map, so it'll be a fun game. So right there, what you saw, that little animation, was me dragging these trenches in the ground. Now, essentially what that does, as I said, it leaves them tormented, so that if they walk over that, I'll actually get a quick little killer instinct out of them, similar to how Legion has killer instinct. No, someone spawned back here. I see her urbaning away. Oh, I should have used my power there. But there, somebody just broke a fucking totem right here. Rude. So I didn't realize that Nia would go straight for the pallet, which is definitely a mistake on my part. This Cheryl's gonna go for a window here. Is she gonna run into me? Yep. I had a feeling. Now I see this Nia on the hill, and I want to come put pressure on her as well, similar to every other game. Oh shit, everyone's over here. Balance landing? Okay, that's fine by me. Made her waste for balance landing. I'm gonna look back and see if I can find that other Nia. Man, this chase music is awesome, dude. I really love it. Oh, this pickup animation feels slower than most killers. I don't know about that, but maybe it's just how it looks. Then Nia's trying to get her balance landing back so she can go straight back up to that hill, and I feel like that Nia over to my left is still over there, but I don't know where exactly she is, so I'm not going to bother chasing her right now. I see scratch marks on that far tree moving over towards the left, which means that somebody else is coming over here. I'm going to juke over to the left momentarily, see if I can find them. And someone... I don't know where they went. I guess they turned around the moment they heard my heartbeat. So I'm going to drag my trench through that jungle gym momentarily there, so that if they decide to go into the jungle gym, they're going to have to end up getting tormented at least a little bit. And same thing over here, I'm going to drag this all over the killer shack. If she decides to leave the killer shack, she gets tormented 100%. And right here, I can definitely get a hit on her with my ability. Wait, where did she go? What? Oh, okay. Oh, right, you can't do that over the killer shack. Yeah, it has to be level ground for sure. But now you can see in the bottom left, she's tormented. Her name has a little barbed wire going over her, and I see that someone else is tormented over there as well. Oh, I thought she would go for the window. That was actually really nice of her. This knee is actually really solid. I'm actually gonna drop chase with her because she's a lot better than at least these other Nias seem to be. I see someone here to my left, close. Is she gonna vault the window? Nope. Oh shit, she doubled back. That was actually really smart of her as well. She came back over to this, and now she's gonna go straight for the killer check, isn't she? God damn it, I fucking hate the killer check sometimes. Is this the same Nia? I honestly don't even know. And can I just say, I love his vaulting animation so much. I got a hit, and right there, I got a hit through the wall thanks to the killer instinct. And there you go, that's his shockwave animation, and that's why aura reading perks are actually going to be really solid on him. Stuff like I'm all ears, Nurse's Calling, because he can get hits through the wall, and that really benefits you. Now see this Cheryl, you see how on the ground she's like leaving shit behind her? That means she's tormented right now, so if I can down her, then I can get I can send her to a cage that will be across the map from me, which is coincidentally where generators are being done right now. So I'm gonna walk up to here with my ability, and you'll see that she actually ends up trying to leave the pallet instead of go to it, because she knows if she goes through the pallet, she's gonna be screwed one way or another. And right there, I got a hit on her. She's in a set animation, so I just go use my ability. She can't do anything about it. Oh shit, she just made distance. Okay, I don't think anyone's working the gen right now. Maybe I just heard wrong. But his ability is actually kind of hard to use because it slows down your sensitivity real hard. I just missed her there. That's my bad. I want to get it down on her for sure. Okay, I thought she would move more into it. That's definitely smart on her part. And of course, this is my first game, so I'm trying to get used to how the power works. That was terrible of me. She dropped the pallet. I should have been able to hit that. I'm actually going to drop chase with her to come pressure this generator because I need to keep this generator. And they have more progress on it than I want them to have. I'm going to leave a trench here so that if they come over to the generator, they have to walk through it. Are you on this generator? I want to come put pressure on whoever I can, essentially. So right there, that's actually one of Cheryl's perks. You see the generator got blocked off. If she works on a generator for long enough, she can actually block off the generator herself so that I can't come kick it. Is she going to vault it? No, but she's going to leave it and go somewhere that's not good for her anyway. Alright, I think I have time to hook her here before the generator gets done. Hopefully at least, because if that generator gets done, it's really going to hurt me. Well, they're trying to rush it. Them fucking it up there completely screwed them out of being able to finish it. Now I'm gonna be undetectable for a few seconds here. She thought I was coming. She thought I left because of the undetectable. That actually helped me out so much, and now I can use my cage atonement, so I don't have to hook her right away because I know the Nia's still nearby. She's probably gonna come back and try and finish it, isn't she? Yep. Now she has to run through the cage, and so she's tormented now, and I know where everyone is on the map. Now you see that white outline over to the right? That's the person I just sent to the cage of atonement. I'm gonna come put pressure on this generator again, see if these guys are still on it. Yep. I got a hit through the wall there, which is great. Man, I wish I could have tormented this girl because I know that Nia's gonna rush back and try and finish that generator, and she probably, if she goes straight back, she probably can finish it, but I still gotta put pressure on other people. Oh, she's dead on hook. That's awesome, actually. That buys me so much more time. This Nia's still tormented. She's gonna vault instantly. Nope. Smart. Yeah, this Nia's really smart. She's taking good pathing. I have to defend this generator right now because these three generators are the ones I'm going to want to hold on to for later on in the game, ideally. What the hell was that? Oh, it's a yellow bird for some reason. Alright, I get a hit here on the Cheryl. If she goes back to tap the generator, then that's fine by me. And I can see where this Nia was going thanks to the killer instinct that I got from her stepping on my trail there. I don't know where the last Nia is, but I definitely want to keep this generator locked down because these guys are really trying to pressure it right now, and that just benefits me, doesn't really benefit them. to keep trying to. Honestly, like if they were smart, they'd just leave and go do another generator, which I think is what that Cheryl might just do. The one that ran away from me. That's smarter than Nia. She's actually a very smart survivor here. I don't want to commit to her if I don't have to, because she's wasting a lot of my time. I know that this Nia's over here because she's crouching in the middle of nowhere, which only helps me, doesn't help her at all. I know she committed to that vault really early because she had, since she has a toolbox, I saw that her toolbox disappeared really early on. I'm not going to commit over there. I saw, when a survivor has an item, like a toolbox or something, you can see when they, when it disappears. When it disappears, that's when they've committed to the vault animation, or pallet animation. And they have to 100% go for it. They can't cancel it anymore once their item disappears. So it really puts them in a shittier spot than they would want to be in, because it lets you go for preemptive swings like that. I don't see that gen being worked on, and this Cheryl, yeah. She got hit by the... Man, this Nia is really good. So she's getting confused here by my Terry. She doesn't know whether I'm still here or not. I have a feeling that this Nia is just going to keep coming back to pressure it, and that's fine because they're wasting time. This generator's regressing the entire time that they keep coming back here. She's okay. I thought she was just hiding behind those tires for a second. Again, if these guys were a little smarter, they'd just leave and go do a different generator. If I can get it down on the Cheryl, that'd be awesome, though. That was just a risk I took there to try and get a hit. And this is really smart of them. I'm gonna keep putting trails here so that this Nia can't just come over here for free without me pressuring her. Because while it does seem really annoying, it's 100% the right play for her to do. Damn it. Still got a hit on her there, so she's gonna take longer to come back, and I'm gonna come back and straight immediately. Damn it. This Cheryl's really aggressive for this generator. She's playing so generous. But what that means is now I don't have a 3-gen strategy anymore, so I just have to play for downs and keep putting pressure on the map as much as I can. I have 2 people injured aside from this person I'm about to hook in the basement. And I'm gonna drag a trail up this basement so that I have a better chance of figuring out when they're coming here. So essentially, with that trail, I'm more likely to see when they're coming over, but now you see how these gens are spread out. This really sucks for me. Oh, she killed herself, which is honestly fine by me. But you saw how much time I was wasting there since they wanted so badly to commit to that generator. And I'm going to come check this generator to the left because I know it had progress before. It doesn't have any more progress than it did before, though. I know there's a pallet there, but I want to just quickly come over here. Okay. This Nia's actually had a really bad loop for her. I should not have turned to the left, or I should have tried to cut off this area to the right. I thought I just heard someone else. I know that the last Nia is just orbiting around the map, not doing anything too helpful for her team, so I'm just going to commit to this Nia right here and get an easy down on her. I'm going to start... No, she's screwed. Yeah. I knew she had to run through the pallet one way or another, so that just let me get an easy down into her. Now, usually I don't think sending her to the cage in that situation is for the best, but I still want to just see the animation because it looks fucking sick, dude. It really does. Unfortunately, the 2 people that have been down on hook have killed themselves, so I haven't been able to show you guys the little mini-mori. But I sent her across the map just so I could watch the animation because it really does look so cool. I have no idea where this last Nia is, though. She's been orbiting around the map the entire time. So odds are she's not going to really be too eager to go for an unhook, if I had to guess. Oh, she got the unhook, and they don't know I'm here yet, I think, because of my... Never mind, they probably do. I don't remember how long the torment lasts for. Alright, so I downed the Nia here. I want to get this other Nia with the torment so I can show you guys the mini-mori, though. I just need to figure out where she is. I don't see any scratch marks, so she didn't... Oh, yep, she did. Look at her just going straight back to the other generator. That's a good fucking player right there. She knew how to position effectively against me while I was trying to shut down an area. And now she's running, like, she's been tapping generators, making sure that I have a lot of pressure on the map at once. She's a really smart survivor. I thought I heard her cry. She doubled back here to try and go pick up her friend, which, honestly, by now she can probably pick her up. And Hatch is here, great. Does she not know where her friend is? I'm gonna drop trails here just so I can get her in the... Wow, she's literally just fucking running to waste my time as much as possible. That's crazy. Alright, I'm gonna drop a trail there through the pallet. If she tries to run through the pallet, she's screwed. If she goes up here, I'm gonna force her through the pallet. She has such a strong loop here with this long wall jungle gym. I knew she would make distance. Oh, can I make this? Nope. Oh, that was so close to hitting her too. I forgot she was quick and quiet as well, so I couldn't even tell when she vaulted it, which is annoying. She vaulted that for sure. And I get a down on her here, and I can show you guys the mini Mori, I think. Is she dead on hook? Nope. Oh my god, dude. You know what? I'm gonna pick up the other Nia and drop her because I want to show you guys if I can. At least if I can find the Nia, because I have no idea where she is now. She's probably been crawling. She's been playing really immersed all game, so she probably crawled away from where I hooked her. Or down to her, I mean. Aw, I don't know where she is. Man, that sucks. I really wanted to show you guys, but unfortunately, she just crawled into Narnia. But yeah, obviously this was my first game, so I played pretty poorly in a lot of scenarios. But you can already get the idea of what you want to be doing with him. Having the oh, I hear crows. Oh, I tried to send her to a cage when I couldn't. But yeah, ranged threat of Pyramid Head really is something to pay attention to, because you saw how many times I was able to get hit through a wall simply based on guessing where they would be. Of course, I did end up missing a lot of my swings with this Punishment of the Damned with the ranged attack, but it's a lot harder than it seems, honestly. It was definitely a good, my voice. It was definitely a good game though. I'm really glad that one Nia was really strong, because playing against good survivors is the best way to learn to kill her, honestly. Anyways, I had a great time, and I hope to see you guys in the next one.